So according to Sean Stockman of Boys to Men, they were originally supposed to do Shoop with Salt and Pepper. I think they were originally uh interesting. Passed on that song. Um Either doing it with them or they were gonna get the song and it would have been interesting. Well, let's just say at that time the Boys to Men had done Shoop either with Salt and Pepper or by themselves. That would have been quite departure from the style of music of what they were putting out because they were barbershop quartet, pretty easy listening. The vibe, shoot was had more of a little bit of an edge to it. Now the harmonies and the groove would have been interesting, but yeah, they got passed over for Shoop. That was supposed to have been their song, and Salt and Pepper capitalized on it. Did they ever? Uh, Salt and Pepper had a huge run with Shoop. You know, it's interesting when you think about it. So no, it wasn't going to be a duet, but it would have been interesting if they had a, because I think about Boyz II Men was starting to do samples around that time because they jumped on board with Hey Lover with LL Cool J. And up until that point, they had done all the hits with Babyface and LA, and then they hit with Jam and Lewis. So, but they were more, Motown Philly had more of had a groove, but they were not really doing a lot of, groove based songs. So a song like Shoot would have actually been interesting. Um, and it got turned down. What do I think about it? Well, it was kind of like novelty because you got to remember something. They hit with One Sweet Day with Mariah Carey. The most of the stuff they did was pretty much cookie cutter adult contemporary, which was tailored to a certain audience. So I don't know if they would have been able to pull that off. Audiences were very tricky. And when you pardon me, when you one of the best selling acts of the era, uh, these cats were selling records like hotcakes. Couldn't do no wrong, you know. The Christmas record plus their first two albums, they sold a chunk. What about 97 did it kind of, and audiences weren't like they are now. You don't care who you were, because they fell off and it was a trip. And they still had some decent cuts. But that was a big one where not having that kind of a song may have gave them another leg into, sit on projects, but that was a big one right there. So yeah, they still had hits and they still hit with Babyface and all that, but that would have been an interesting song had they gotten access to a song like Shoop, which had that old staple singer's background feel and tone. Would have been interesting to hear Boys to Men harmonize with something that had a little edge or a little groove to it. They did a lot of background work and worked with a lot of people and so on, but we never got out of that barbershop vibe. And so, been interesting if how the audience would have been with it, what they would have said with that, would have been interesting. Would have been interesting. A lot depends on there's a lot of factors about that. But anyway, the melody, the groove, I think it definitely fits Salt and Pepper. It definitely fits Salt and Pepper. They could like I said, for that window, that was the right song, right time. But tell me what you think. The song Shoot going to Salt and Pepper instead of Boys to Men. And do you think it would have been different? Would it have worked if Boys to Men had that kind of song? Obviously, you changed the lyrics up. But do you think it would have gave them a little edge? Or do you think that stick to the barbershop quartet? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like and hit that membership because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.